So today we're going to continue the build discussion that's been going crazy in the NBA 2K community. And a few days ago, I had posted a video about it saying that people should stop asking for pie charts and archetypes to return to the game because I do not believe that was a better builder. I don't think that's good for the game. And I posted that to YouTube and TikTok. And under my TikTok video, somebody responded, "I do, you just want to be OP." Now, when they said "I do," I assume they meant they do want pie charts and archetypes back in the game. But what I'm here to talk to you guys about is the part where they said, "You just want to be OP." And I ain't gonna lie, I can't help but just laugh at the comment that I just want to be OP. And it's because it made me realize that the 2K community doesn't know what OP is. If you think that the current 2K builder and what we could do with it and what we can create is OP, then I don't know, maybe your bar for OP is just really, really low, or you absolutely know nothing about the old NBA 2Ks and you started playing NBA 2K during NBA 2K17 and after, maybe even NBA 2K20 and NBA 2K20 and after, to be honest. So let's talk about what's OP and what's allowed in this builder that we currently have, right? So here's why it's so funny to me. In NBA 2K25, what do we have in the builder? We are able to upgrade our player with a restriction on attributes. I think height, right? Height changes how much attributes you get and everything like that, right? But you can upgrade whatever you want. Your three-pointer, your jump shot, blah, blah, whatever. Well, your three-pointer, jump shot, the same thing. Three-pointer, rebound, and steal, blah, blah. Anything, you name it, right? Here's the thing though, you change your height and your weight, it creates new restrictions for you. So I can't be 7'3" and make max weight player and still upgrade my speed to 99. I can upgrade my speed, but it will not be 99. They cut that off. That's a restriction. I cannot be 7'3" with max wingspan and have a 93 pointer. They cut that off. That's a restriction, right? So although I have the freedom, quote unquote, to upgrade whatever attribute I want to based off of how I make my build and its body, parts and everything like that, I can't do certain things anyway. There are restrictions in place. I don't know why people are acting like there are not restrictions in place in the game. And I want to take it even further, right? Joe Knows is probably the most popular NBA 2K YouTuber right now, right? And he's very popular and famous for making 2K build videos. Do you know how many times that I've watched a Joe Knows build video, and you could attest to this maybe, that and he had to say, "I cannot make this player exactly as they're supposed to be made." He just made a Michael Jordan video and he was like, "I can't make 1997 or whatever Michael Jordan. I have to go back to 1988 because the 1997 Jordan or whatever version of Jordan in the 90s just has too many high attributes that you cannot achieve in the MyPlayer Builder." Right? And it's not just for Jordan. There are many multiple players that he has made where he has stated it is just impossible to achieve this attribute on this build in this builder in the way that it's constructed, right? And also I forgot to mention too, when you upgrade the certain stats that you want, you can't even like upgrade just that and it not bring certain other stats up. When you upgrade something, it brings other stats up too, and they do that to restrict you as well, so you don't just hone in on certain stats and completely ignore something. So you can't make like a 99 three-point build and have a 25 mid-range because you don't want to shoot mid-range. Like they'll force you to upgrade mid-range. But anyway, with the Joe Knows thing, it is factually proven that we cannot make archetypes, that we cannot make superstars like archetypes that are like our favorite superstars in the game. We cannot do it. It is restricted. And that's actually why build videos are so popular, because people struggle to make players and builds that are exactly like the NBA superstars that they would like to create and replicate, because it's not possible in the game. So you mean to tell me we are already at a point where sure, we have a quote unquote freeform builder, right? But we still can't make superstar players that are identical to the superstars that we want to have. And even though we are far worse than those players, right? I can't make Michael Jordan for real. Can't make Kobe Bryant for real. Can't actually make Kevin Durant. Can't actually make LeBron James. Not with every stat that they have in the actual game. I can't make them identical. You're telling me the game is still OP? Make it make sense, bro. We already can't make superstar players. Make it make sense. How are we OP if we can't even do that? That's why we struggle. That's why build videos are popular. Build videos would not be popular if we could easily make superstar builds in the game, because you wouldn't have to fight tooth and nail to figure out what's the best way to go about making my favorite superstar player. But whatever, I digress, right? Now, do you know what was allowed in NBA 2K10? And this is the reason I said that you must have started playing 2K at 2K17 or 2K20 or something, like when they started giving us more restrictions. Because if you're calling what we have now OP, you do not know what OP actually looks like. And I'm gonna break it down for you, right? When 2K introduced MyPlayers, and I said this before in my last video talking about builds, we had skill points, there wasn't no VC in the game, you just had to grind your player, right? Although there was something you could do online where you could just max out all your stats immediately, but that's not the point of this video. Point is, you could make a build, right? And I could make that build 7'3". I think the height might have been higher than 7'3". I gotta go check again. But you could make the build 7'3", and you can make him have 99 3-pointer. You can make him have 99 rebound. You can make him have 99 steal. You can make him have 99 block. You can make him have 99 free throw. You could make your build in NBA 2K10 have 99 every single category. In every single category, every single thing would be a 99. And it did not matter what you did to his height. It didn't matter what you did to his weight. It didn't matter at all. If you wanted a 99 everything build, you could do it. So back in 2K10, you was making builds that was better than the superstar players that, you know, that we are trying to replicate today with these build videos. You were making players that were actual gods that you couldn't do nothing about. You couldn't do nothing about it because they had 99 at every category. So if you think what we have now, with the inability for me to even have 10 attributes in just the 90s, forget a 99, I can't have 10 attributes in the 90s, right? Because a lot of superstar players do have that. You would have hated 2K10. But you know what? I would definitely argue with you that a lot of 2K players, we always complain about 2K, but a lot of 2K players were happier back when NBA 2K10 was out. We were happier when 2K11 was out. That's one of the goats of 2K, along with 2K16. You know what I'm saying? So this idea and this notion that I can't make a superstar exactly as they're meant to make, and that's why I gotta go on YouTube to make build videos, and that's what we see as OP now, is crazy. You need to go look up what like niggas used to actually make in the game. Go look up what niggas used to actually make in 2K, bro. Go look up 2K10 and 2K11 and 12 and 13, 14 and 15, bro. Y'all swear y'all don't know absolutely nothing about the history of 2K. And I feel like, I don't know, man, it's been plagued with just people that are just like ruining the entire thing because, I don't know, they have this preconceived notion about the game. And I want to add one last point to it, right? Well, actually, I want to add a couple points. One point I want to add is, even if we did have OP builds, right? Say the builds we had now were OP, which I don't agree with are necessarily OP, right? What would it matter? Because everybody in the game has access to the same builder. So if we all have access to the same builder, right? If I'm OP, that means everybody else on the court is OP too. And if everybody else in the court is OP too, it don't matter because I had the same access to the same builder that you had, bro. And that brings me to my last point. That gameplay is the actual issue. If you want build diversity in the game, you have to look at gameplay. It's not the builder. It's not the fact that I can upgrade my 3-pointer as a 7'3" center, even though it would be trapped in the 70s if I'm max wingspan. It's not that at all. Gameplay dictates it because let's say this, say they restricted your build so much to where you're a pure playmaker again, you're a pure sharpshooter, a pure this, a pure that, right? Let's say let's just say that, right? You're a pure sharpshooter and the sharpshooters loving the game, they're having fun, and you know, you can't have high playmaking and high 3-point shooting in the same build, right? What if in the gameplay, shooting was so incredibly hard, right, that it was impossible to make a 3 on any build that was not a sharpshooter? Then everybody, because of gameplay, would be running around with a sharpshooter because everybody wants to make their jump shot. They'll do that. Or what if shooting was regular, But no, shooting was easy. Let's say shooting's easy, right? But slashing was OP, and everybody could dunk on everybody if you had a high, dunk and build, whatever, right? And you could still hit threes. Everybody gonna make a slasher. Cause it's like, well, I don't need to have a high 3-point build because I could just make a slasher and still hit threes and dunk on people. You know what I'm saying? Like the build, not the builder, the gameplay is always going to dictate what players do in the game and where everybody flocks to. It's gonna create a meta. That will always be the case. It don't matter what you do to the builder, to be honest with you. If the gameplay is built in that way, in that specific way, then everybody is going to make the build that caters to the gameplay. And to be honest with you, if you had a builder where everybody could get all these crazy stats, then you wouldn't have people like creating all these different builds to go switch to your build style, because now I can do everything. So it doesn't matter. It's like we all have access to doing everything. So it's not like you have an advantage over me because you have a sharpshooter and the gameplay tends to sharpshooters because I can sharpshoot too. You know what I'm saying? But I want people to start like thinking and making sense and asking for good gameplay instead of asking for more restrictions and worse builders. Because I already can't make Michael Jordan. Are you really gonna tell me you're gonna make it a problem for me to make J.R. Smith now? Like, come on, bro. I can't believe what we asking for. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is J Athletic Gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one.